choose a communication platform that your teammate uses. It's easy to blast someone on every social media platform they inhabit until you get the response you want. But that takes time, and then you risk them getting the messages on different platforms many months apart. The last thing you need is having them show up with their flamethrower on the wrong day. Pick the right social channel by identifying what is most convenient for you and the other person, and then stick to that channel with that person. Don't send your 2-year-old niece a birthday message on LinkedIn. She wouldn't get it because she'd be too busy reading articles on creating corporate culture. And don't send your boss an important proposal on Instagram because then your boss would see pictures of what a ball gag actually is. When you start working with someone, ask them for their preferred communication channel. Everyone's different. Bernice has offered to dog sit her neighbor Boba's teacup poodle. The poodle's name is, of course, Salacious Crumb. She needs to coordinate the pup's drop-off. "Dear Boba," she begins her note, "I am very excited to meet darling little Crumb. The goddess loves little poodles. If I need to reach you due to an unexpected emergency, what is the best way to do so?" Boba responds that a text message is best for emergencies. Now Bernice knows that if little Crumb accidentally falls into a well or has a run-in with an Audrey 2, Boba is just a text message away. Use the channel the way that they want you to use it. Knowing the preferred channel isn't enough. You also need to know how to use it, because people can use a mix of channels. Boba told Bernice to use text messages for emergencies, but email for puppy pickup and drop-off. Boba only checks email twice a day, but texts get pushed right to the readout on his helmet visor, which he has no chance of missing. Other people may want to communicate, such as with Snapchat, with voice, or Instagram, with a comment, or whisper with a secret hashtag, or as a calendar invite, or as a link to an article, or as an article cut and pasted, or as a smoke signal from the top of a mountain, or as a Facebook post. Find out what they want and use it the way they want it. When you're ready to communicate, know your objective. What is the end result that you're looking for? If you're talking with a friend, sure, be chatty and be social and all that stuff. But for anyone else, don't be chatty. Be targeted and concise. If Bernice wants to know when to pick up and drop off little Salacious Crumb, she would do best to write exactly that. "Boba, please let me know exactly when you want me to pick up and drop off little Salacious. Thank you very much, Bernice." If it sounds short and simple, that's because it is. Now, the only possible danger is sounding a little bit too abrupt. So if needed, soften the message. Open by making it explicit that you're being brief as a favor to both of you. "Dear Boba, I am keeping this short so you can respond quickly. I need to know when to pick up and drop off little Salacious. Thank you very much." Also, be specific. The person who's reading isn't necessarily thinking about the conversation when they get your reply, even though you are thinking about it when you write your reply. So avoid pronouns. If you write, "I'll bring it myself," you may know what it is, but they may not. After all, they may be juggling multiple conversations on their end. You think that it refers to a tasty picnic lunch, and they're in a conversation where it refers to a ball gag. Be explicit. "I'll bring the picnic lunch myself." You'll avoid all kinds of awkwardness. This also applies to dates. Don't say tomorrow or next week, since they may have no idea which dates you're referring to. If you send a message saying, "Do you have any free time tomorrow?" and the recipient reads the message tomorrow, then they'll think you mean the day after tomorrow, which is tomorrow's tomorrow, not today's tomorrow, which is clearly what you meant. Instead, say, "Do you have free time tomorrow, Thursday the 9th? If they get the message late, they'll be able to figure out that your tomorrow is now their yesterday, and they'll have to find another time to meet. Avoid the drama by streamlining your communication. Know what each person's preferred communication channel is and use it. Know their protocols around when to use which channel and how to use them. Keep your message tightly tied to your objective and be specific.